College football is back. Week 0 is here, and I have you guys with the sharpest plays for Prize Picks and Underdog. If you guys have not already, please hit that like button, as it really does help me out. I would appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, consider doing that. I will be posting content just like this all college football and NFL season long. But let's go ahead and jump into the plays. I'm going to be using Daily Grind Fantasy, which is a website that helps me compare sportsbooks lines and odds directly back to Prize Picks, Underdog, and other different DFS apps you see here across this line. If you guys are interested in it, I'll leave a link down in the description below for you guys to sign up. But you can see here, this top play, Gabe Burkle, under 21.5 receiving yards on Prize Picks. You see, he is at 16.5 receiving yards on FanDuel, 16.5 on Bovada, 19.5 on Underdog, 21.5 on Hot Streak. Now, Hot Streak, not the sharpest of all books, but nonetheless, they are setting odds of minus 141 for him to go under 21.5 receiving yards. I would say that Prize Picks is off here. I mean, you got FanDuel, a very sharp book, and Bovada, a pretty sharp book as well, that is much lower on this in their projections. So let's go ahead and add Gabe Burkle to the list. Under 21.5 receiving yards here on Prize Picks. Up next, Daniel Hinshaw. Really like this one. Over 81.5 rush yards for Kansas. You can see he is bumped up to 86.5 on FanDuel. So a full 5 yards higher on FanDuel and Bovada and Underdog. You have 3 books that are all agreeing this should be at 86.5. And you're getting a 5-yard discount playing it here on Prize Picks. Once again, Hot Streak favoring slightly the over of 81.5 as well. So I'll take Daniel Hinshaw over 81 rush yards as well for Kansas. Now, this Avery Johnson line, I would go ahead and just straight up skip. I'm not going to lie to you guys. You can see here that Avery Johnson is at 57.5 on all of these different books. The only reason why it's showing up kind of decent value is because Hot Streak is heavily favoring the under at minus 234 odds. So that's going to skew the weighting here based off of all these different books, since Hot Streak is that heavily favoring the under of 57.5 rush yards. Now, searching for maybe one more play here on Underdog, on Prize Picks for you guys. I mean, you could play this as a 3-man Prize Pick slip right here if you really wanted to. But let's see if there is any other value for week 0. Ooh, okay. I'm not too mad at this. If you wanted to take Abu Sama over 40.5 rush yards as well. It's 3 off compared to 2 other sharp books. 3 rush yards is a discount, right? But it's not a crazy discount that you have to make sure you are getting in. But I would definitely consider it. Another one I don't mind is Dylan Lynch, Fresno State over 4.5 kicking points. You got minus 143, minus 125 on Bovada. I don't think that's too crazy of a line either. 2 field goals, a field goal, 2 touchdown, or 2 extra points, something of that nature would go ahead and get that done. You have two data points there backing that up for this play on Prize Picks. But really, these top 3 plays: Gabe Burkle under 21.5 receiving yards, Daniel Hinshaw Jr. over 81.5 rush yards, Avery Johnson under 57.5 rush yards. Sorry, not this one. I apologize, not that one. But these top 2 plays I definitely like. Remember, we were skipping Avery Johnson. And then, now on Underdog, I'll go ahead and check this out. Woo, baby! Rocco Becht over 218.5 passing yards, right? You see that he has bumped up to 228.5 across these different DFS apps, across these different sports books. So you are getting a 10-yard discount playing this on Underdog when comparing to these major sports books that have this 10 yards higher. And following up, the running back. So we're projecting Rocco to go over pass yards, which means there's going to be less opportunities for his running back, Carson Hansen. So Carson Hansen under 62.5 rush yards when he is sitting lower at 57.5 on these major books. I absolutely love this. We are getting the highest projection here on Carson Hansen and the lowest projection here on Becht. So make sure you guys are locking those in for week 0 as well. Once again, skipping over Avery Johnson due to Hot Streak really weighing that up. If you want to take Arch Manning on a maybe two rush yard discount, that's week 1. Sorry about that. I probably wouldn't go down too far here, but Ashlock, maybe not a bad look for Hawaii to go under 74.5 receiving yards. You see he is 74 on these major books. Once again, hot streak still at 74.5, but heavily favoring him to go under that number. That's probably where I would go, adding in a third play. So Ashlock under receiving yards with Beck over 218.5 pass yards and Hansen under 62.5 rush yards. Those are going to be my favorite plays for college football week 0. Guys, this is a profitable betting strategy known as plus EV betting, where you are using line comparing by using a tool like Daily Grand Fantasy to compare sportsbooks lines and odds back to PrizePicks and Underdog, finding where you can gain even the slightest bit edge. And over the long term, as long as you are getting an edge on these books, you are going to be profitable. So using a tool like this is super clutch because it finds all of these plays in an absolute instant for you to be able to get them in before they get bumped here on the books. So getting in sharp plays is how you should be betting on college football or even the NFL as well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys are tailing it and we cash out. We absolutely sweep the board with these top plays from Daily Grind Fantasy. That's going to be it for week 0 of college football. Let's go ahead and get off to a hot start this season.